Hello Yellow class, welcome to Thursday, and yes, we have made it to Manners Sports Day. Hopefully you have found all the resources on the website, and I will talk through that in a moment with you. There are a few learning things to do today before we get on with Sports Day, so I will run through those and hopefully you can get those done nice and quickly, and then you can get on with our Sports Day later on. So today, as always, we are going to start off with our phonics. Now today we are looking at that sound, but we are looking at it at the end of some words, and sometimes when you get an at the end, it's actually made by these two letters, an M and a B together. Now this doesn't happen very often, and when you do get these letters together, they do tend to be, as I say, at the end of a word, unless you're adding a suffix on the end. For example, you can have the word comb. If you are writing combing, the comes at the end of the root word comb, and then you have your suffix added on the end. In your pack, you have a pairs game that you can play today that's got some of these words with this MB on the end. And we are going to then have a go at writing some words. So you will need a piece of paper and a pencil, and I will give you a clue. There are 3 words for each. There are 3 words with the MB, with that at the end, and there are also 3 words where you've just got the letter M on its own. So you need a pen and a piece of paper. So the first word is shame. What a shame you couldn't come to my party. Comb. Can you comb your hair? Climb. Can you climb the ladder carefully? Mouse. Did you see the mouse? Hopefully not. Money. I have got some money. And crumb. Did you see the breadcrumb on the floor? Although you only have to write crumb, not breadcrumb. Right, let's have a look at those 6 words. So we had 3 with the MB at the end, and then we had 3 where we just had that M on its own. First word was shame. So you've got so that's just got the normal M in it. Then you had comb, as in to comb your hair, which has got that soft MB at the end. Climb, climb again, is one of these sneaky words with that MB at the end. Mouse, mouse. We've got that ow, and we've just got the M on its own. Money, now this is one of the words that we look at in school, money. You've got that M-O-N-E-Y, so it's just got the M at the beginning. And then crumb, you've got K-R-A, and you've got that soft MB at the end. So that's our phonics today. Then we have got our guided reading. Now I don't have any of my faithful assistants with me today filming, so I will just move the camera so that you can see the screen here. So you have got some questions in your pack today for you to answer, and the questions, you have got an extract from Catch That Rat by Carol Hart, which looks like this, and this is in your pack. So the answers for those questions are all in here, and I will link you into the video so you can watch that again if you want to. Now, your maths, then I've got handwriting. If you do your handwriting this morning, you can make sure you've got it done. So we have got some words that have got the MB at the end, and then we have got a bit of a mix-up for the end. We've got some names because I want you to practice writing some capital letters. So when we've got our MB, if we look at the word thumb, we didn't do that word before. We have a tall T, a tall H, you've got the U, up, down, over and over, and then you've got that B on the end, and then you cross the T. So all of my letters are the same size, apart from my tall letters, which come up. Now with our capital letters, we need to remember that capital letters always stand on their own. They're not joined to the other letters, and they are always nice and big, and they come up the full size of those letters. So if we're writing a capital J or a capital M, we need to remember that our short letters would only come up to the middle, whereas our capitals go all the way to the top. So you have got some handwriting to do today. Then we have got our maths. Now, in preparation for our sports day, your maths session this morning, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to see what timers you've got at home and have a go at using them, because it's quite a skill being able to use a timer or a stopwatch. Now, I know when I did our sports day, we used my little running watch because that's a stopwatch and we were able to time on here. So you might have a stopwatch like this at home. You will need to get permission from probably your mum or dad for either of the other two. On most mobile phones or most iPads, there is also a stopwatch built into these. What you will need to practice today is when you're using the stopwatch is making sure that the person who says go presses the start as they say go, and that when the person finishes that they practice stop or press stop so that the timer stops. And you need to practice that to make sure that you get really good at using the timer so you're nice and efficient. Otherwise, people will get a bit cross if their times are too long because you forgot to press stop. Okay, so practice with the timers. Maybe time somebody doing the washing up. How quick can you run up the stairs? Practice timing different things to get used to using them. You might also want to draw your table out where you can record all your results ready for this afternoon. Your literacy session today, some of you will be pleased. Today what I'd like you to do, in your pack you have got a set of medals. Today I'd like you to make these medals up. Now what you will need to do is, you might need some help, you need to cut round each of the medals nice and carefully. You need to make a hole. Now if you haven't got a hole punch, you know in school you might get some blue tack and a pencil. You don't do that in your hand, you put the blue tack on the table and then you very gently have to twist that pencil. If you remember from our DT projects, we don't just poke the pencil through, we gently twist it to make a hole. You need to find some string or some wool or something that you can thread through to make your medals ready for sports day later on. Okay, so those are our things for today. Then you will be moving on to sports day. Now sports day, all the instructions, hopefully you've all got the message, are all saved on the website. When you look on the menu on the right hand side, there is a section called News and Events. If you go into that section, right at the bottom, there is a bit called Sports Events. If you click on there, all the instructions and videos for Sports Day will come up. The first video is a set of instructions about the things that you will need, so it's worth watching that first and then have a go at all of those races. I did get one first medal. I was very proud of my first, but I did get just the one. Again, you've got your challenge for the New Forest Sports Partnership. Now today it's a netball style challenge and it involves you using a ball and throwing and catching it with a partner. If you get a result from that, please do send that in to me, and I am going to send those off to James Cross at the New Forest School Sports Partnership for the end of the week. And I will also put on the website today some links for VE Day. VE Day is on Friday and it's 75-year anniversary of the day that the war was declared over, the Second World War was declared over. You may have seen lots of news and lots of stories on the TV about it, because the bank holiday was moved so that we could celebrate on Friday. And in lots of newspapers and magazines, they've done lots of special articles all about VE Day. Now, what I want you to do is I'll put a link to a video, a lady who's doing an assembly all about VE Day. Have a watch of that. We have talked about maybe you want to do some work at home. I'm going to show you a piece of artwork that's on the laptop. Miss Allinson thought it would be a really nice idea if you did a piece of red, white and blue artwork. I'm going to show an example that she found, but you could do whatever you wanted. You might want to think, as you can see in lots of the images in here, lots of people are waving Union Jacks. Oh, not that one. Ah, there you go. Lots of people have got Union Jacks, and it was a really big party time, and people were so pleased that the war was over. So have a think about what you want to do, and make sure you try to do something about VE Day on Friday. There won't be any set tasks, but think about how you might want to celebrate with your family and maybe your friends at home. So I'll just show you that piece of artwork. So here is the piece of artwork, and I will put that on the website as well. So see what you can come up with for VE Day, and I'd really like to see all the things that you achieve. Have a great Thursday and have a great Friday, and I will see you all again on Monday. Take care, Yellow Class. Bye for now.